Have you ever wondered about the intricate dynamics of the relationships within the globally adored K-pop group BLACKPINK? Specifically, what's the real story between Lisa and Jennie? Now, there's been a bit of a buzz around this recently. A curious question has been making the rounds on the internet, a question that has been stoking the fires of speculation. Why doesn't Lisa show her support for Jennie on social media? That's right. Some eagle-eyed netizens have noticed this little detail and they've been scratching their heads over it. The world of social media is a strange one. It's a place where likes, comments, and shares are seen as tokens of support, friendship, and camaraderie. And when these tokens are missing, well, people start to ask questions. And that's exactly what's been happening with our K-pop queens, Lisa and Jennie. Lisa, for reasons unknown, hasn't been publicly showing her support for Jennie's recent endeavors on social media. And this, as you can imagine, has got the rumor mill working overtime. People are asking, is there a rift between them? Is there something we don't know? But here's the thing, folks. Social media is not always a mirror of reality. It's a curated world, a world where what you see is not always what you get. So it's important to remember that we can't make definitive assumptions based on what we see, or in this case, what we don't see. So the question remains, is there more to the story, or are netizens reading too much into social media silence? Now, let's delve deeper into these speculations and try to understand where they stem from. There's been a whirlwind of theories circulating the internet, each one trying to decode the relationship between BLACKPINK's Lisa and Jennie. And much of it seems to hinge on one particular point: the perceived lack of public support from Lisa for Jennie's activities. Let's take a step back and look at some instances that have sparked this discussion. Consider the time when Jennie launched her solo career. It was a significant milestone, a moment that fans expected to be celebrated by all band members. Yet some noticed that Lisa's social media remained silent on the matter. Then there was the time when Jennie became the brand ambassador for a major fashion label. Again, fans were on the lookout for Lisa's congratulatory post, but it never came. These instances, among others, have led to the speculation that there might be some tension between the two. However, it's important to consider the other side of the coin. After all, not everything is as it appears on social media. Just because Lisa did not publicly acknowledge Jennie's achievements does not necessarily mean there's a problem. It's entirely possible that Lisa chose to express her support privately, away from the public eye. Perhaps she's not one to broadcast her feelings on social media, or maybe, just maybe, we're reading too much into it. While these theories provide interesting perspectives, it's crucial to remember that they are just that, theories. Without confirmation from Lisa or Jennie themselves, all we really have are speculations. And while it's fun to play detective and try to piece together the puzzle, it's equally important to respect their privacy and not jump to conclusions. Scene script. Speculations aside, what do we know for sure about Lisa and Jennie's relationship? Well, let's start with what we've seen on the surface. Lisa and Jennie, both members of the globally renowned girl group BLACKPINK, have been known to share quite a few public moments together. They've been spotted laughing, dancing, and engaging in friendly banter during their interviews and public appearances. Their camaraderie is quite evident, and it's clear that these two share a bond that goes beyond their professional commitments. Diving a bit deeper, their time together on the reality show, BLACKPINK House, has given us a glimpse into their off-stage relationship. We've seen them cooking together, playing games, and even taking care of each other when they're down. These are moments that show their bond is not just for the cameras, it's genuine, it's real. Moreover, let's not forget that they both joined YG Entertainment as trainees around the same time. They've been through the same rigorous training, the same struggles, and the same journey to stardom. It's no secret that such experiences can create a bond that's hard to break. They've been there for each other through thick and thin, and this has been evident in numerous instances. They've shared stages, they've shared victories, and they've shared hardships. They've been each other's cheerleaders, each other's pillars of support, and each other's friends. They've lived together, worked together, and grown together, and all these shared experiences have undoubtedly strengthened their bond. Sure, there may be moments when they don't publicly express their support for each other on social media, but it's essential to remember that friendships, especially those in the public eye, are not always defined by social media interactions. Friendship is a multifaceted relationship that goes beyond likes, comments, and shares. So, what's the bottom line? From what we've seen in the public eye, Lisa and Jennie share a bond formed over years of training together and being part of one of the world's biggest girl groups. With all the speculations and facts laid out, it's important to maintain a balanced perspective. In this age of digital domination, we often find ourselves swept up in the whirlwind of social media presence and online interactions. But let's take a moment to consider this. Should we let these digital footprints define our understanding of personal relationships? In the case of Lisa and Jennie, the lack of public support on social media has ignited a flurry of speculations. But it's crucial to remember that social media is merely a curated highlight reel of a person's life. It's not a complete representation of their relationships, emotions, or experiences. What happens off-screen, in the quiet moments away from the cameras and the flashing lights, is equally, if not more, significant. Yes, Lisa hasn't publicly shown support for Jennie's recent endeavors, but does that really indicate a strained relationship? Not necessarily. Some individuals prefer to keep their support and affection private, away from the public eye. They choose to express it in ways that don't involve a double tap or a heart emoji, and that's perfectly okay. It's their relationship, their rules. In the world of K-pop, where every move is under the microscope, it's easy to jump to conclusions. But it's essential to remember that these artists are people too, with personal lives that deserve respect and privacy. They share a significant part of their lives with us, but there are aspects they choose to keep personal. And as fans, it's important that we respect these boundaries. In the end, only Lisa and Jennie truly know the nature of their relationship, and it's key that we respect their privacy. Let's not allow the absence of a social media interaction to cloud our judgment or fuel unnecessary speculations. After all, there's more to life and relationships than what meets the eye on a screen. So, what have we learned about Lisa and Jennie's relationship today? To begin with, we've addressed the question that has been making rounds on the internet: the speculation about the relationship between Lisa and Jennie based on their social media interactions. The absence of public support from Lisa for Jennie's recent endeavors sparked these questions. But remember, folks, that's just conjecture. There's a lot more to personal relationships than what meets the eye, or in this case, what shows up on Instagram. We've also delved deep into these speculations, understanding the nuances that often get overlooked in the rush to make assumptions. The internet is a place where rumors can run wild, and it's essential to approach such situations with a critical eye. We've explored this, shedding light on the need for a thoughtful and balanced perspective. Moving forward, we've looked at the facts of the matter, separating the wheat from the chaff. We've noted that there's no concrete evidence to support any rift between Lisa and Jennie. The lack of social media interaction doesn't necessarily indicate a problem. In fact, it might just be a reflection of their individual social media usage patterns. Finally, we've taken a balanced perspective, understanding that while it's natural to be curious about our favorite celebrities, it's also essential to respect their privacy. As fans, we have a responsibility to support them, not just in their professional endeavors, but also to respect their personal boundaries. They, like us, are individuals with lives beyond what is shared publicly. While the curiosity surrounding Lisa and Jennie's relationship is understandable, it's crucial to remember that they are individuals with a private life beyond their public personas. Let's continue to support them and BLACKPINK, respecting their personal boundaries.